And we are live.
Happy New Year, champion parents, and good evening. Welcome to Parenting in Rhythm, formerly known as Mommy Talk, where we parent with rhythm. Parenting in Rhythm is a movement exclusive to parents to receive positive resources and conversations that will increase parental knowledge. It is evident that parents who are informed on how to approach situations they may encounter with their children can reap the benefits of positive parental engagement to help effectively raise their children. The goal of Parenting in Rhythm is to uplift, inform, and engage both mothers and fathers by providing information and resources to inspire positive parental engagement. Today, we are discussing nutrition and eating healthy for you and your child. Parents, is it a mother's and father's responsibility to ensure their child eats healthy? Please take a moment to share this live with your family and friends and engage with us. Feel free to leave a question or comment and a shout out. As always, we are here to share information and resources. We are real, relatable, and right on time with Dr. Pert, Miss Lisa, and Miss April. While you're sharing, please enjoy this parenting and rhythm moment.
All right, all right. So welcome, champion parents. So before I begin, I wanted to share a few words about it being the parents' responsibility to provide nutrition for our children. It is our responsibilities. But I have a little quick treat that I'm going to share with you, as we all are children of God. Can you say it with me? Children of God. Amen.
Children of God.
I wanted y'all to say it with me.
Oh, okay. Children of God. Amen.
Yeah, so I want to share some. This is it's a little old school. It's a little old school. My heart is very fond of a lot of our old school teachings, our old school music. So here we go. This is something I grew up on. If anybody asks you who I am, who I am, who I am, anybody ask you who I am, tell them I'm a child of God. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Well, I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Oh, let me tell you now, if anybody asks you who I am, who I am, who I am, anybody ask you who I am, well, tell them I'm a child of God.
Awesome. I'm going to rap next week. I'm going to do my rap. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Thank you, parents, for sharing. Parents, we cannot blame our children when we decide to indulge in the sweetie sweet sweets of junk food land. Y'all like that? Sweetie sweet sweets of junk food land. Did you know that by simply preparing food and considering presentation, it will urge children to eat what they see? So for instance, if you pluck a beautiful assortment of grapes and set them in a bowl and put them in the refrigerator or even on the table, that may encourage your children to eat because of the presentation. It works the same way with a bag of potato chips and a candy bar and some sodas. They'll do the same, right?
That's right.
Right. So, parents, the question today is it the responsibility of mothers and fathers to ensure that their child is eating healthy? So, welcome. Miss Lisa, everybody, I just want to tell you out there, Miss Lisa is the nutrition expert. She has Body and Me.
In love.
Yeah, body. I'm sorry. Say it, Miss Lisa. What is it?
It's body, me, and love, health and wellness. Body,
Health
me,
and wellness.
Yes.
Mhm. And
And
where she
so,
gives a plethora of tips, right?
absolutely. So, Body, Me, and Love, it's a community of like-minded, we have to surround ourselves by like-minded individuals so that we are able to, adapt to certain lifestyles. If we want to be a certain way, sometimes we have to put ourselves, we need the exposure. So, the name Body, Me, and Love it's like a request. We love ourselves enough, we'll take care of ourselves. And we know it's not always that simple, because sometimes those urges, like you said earlier, Dr. Pert, if you lay out an assortment, or it's all about presentation. If you carefully lay healthy things out, your children, even not just children, but your family, grown-ups as well. If we see a nice presentation, we want to partake. But it's the same thing with the junk food. You got the chocolate cake with the strawberries around it and the caramel, whatever. If it's looking nice, we are going to definitely want to partake.
I think
so
that
yeah,
that's good. Presentation is good too, but I think we just default to the junk food because it's easy and it's accessible. So I think like you said, just rinse off the grapes, make it look pretty. Take time to cut up the strawberries. I know I do it for my nephew. Just let them eat something healthy.
So what happens if you don't rinse the grapes off?
Well, you gotta rinse all your grapes off. You gotta rinse everything off. Yeah. So
is that considered healthy?
No, it's not healthy. Definitely.
Yeah, that's just nasty.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So what is considered healthy eating?
Healthy eating.
Oh,
go ahead. Go ahead.
So healthy eating it's just not always about just eating fruits and vegetables. It is also eating in moderation. Healthy eating is not stuffing yourself. We talked about it a couple of months ago, where when you overate and you starting to feel, when your stomach starts hurting, that means you are stretching the elasticity in your stomach. So if you got a little hang time, which I am trying, listen, this quarantine gave me a little hang time. I got to get it together. So when you're eating and again, when your stomach is hurting, you are stretching your stomach muscles out, so we're not supposed to eat till we're full. We have to be mindful, to stop. And I think Miss April was saying this earlier, because it's not just about having the healthy things put out for you, but we also have to practice restraint. It is what it is. We don't, you got to practice restraint. We got to,
and then moderation. Yeah, you can't eat the whole cake.
Hello.
I'm speaking to myself.
And I'm going to talk to myself. You cannot eat the whole half a pizza.
Right. You cannot eat that. Let me tell you what I can eat. I can eat a whole thin crust pepperoni pizza from Little Caesars.
Me too.
I eat the whole pizza. Like,
from Hungry
How many slices is that?
It's a round one. It's a thin crust. I don't know. It's a lot.
Well, because they square it. Sometimes with the thin crust, they do I think they do it in squares. So yeah.
It'd be so good. That pizza's so good. But yeah, don't eat the whole pizza. Just eat in moderation and make sure you try to eat some vegetables. So I consider, not overeating, like Miss Lisa said. Eat in moderation, and then make sure you include like vegetables or fruits, and drink water.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm glad you said that about the water. Oh, go ahead, Dr. Pert.
Oh, no, I was just agreeing that I do feel like it's important to drink the water.
Yeah. And water, there's a lot of good material out there on the benefits of water. Like when you first wake up, if you drink water at intervals, and if you drink water before you eat, it prepares your system. It prepares your body for the food that you're going to eat. And if you drink water after, it kind of helps you, flush and digest. So that's very important. I think that sometimes the more water, have you ever noticed like I noticed that I could keep eating sometimes. Like if I don't drink any liquids, I can keep eating. But sometimes if you drink your water, like once you've eaten enough, not till you're full, you eat enough. And then you
And
just
when you keep eating, are you stretching your stomach?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think so.
So
Especially
what,
if
how can somebody tell themselves to stop stretching your stomach?
it is just gonna have to take that one time where you
Right.
gotta push away from the table. You
First,
gotta
you gotta,
realize.
make that dedication and a commitment to yourself.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to commit to, have a more healthier lifestyle and decide what is best for you. Because what's best for me may not be best for Miss
That's
Lisa
right.
and Dr. Perk. So you have to make a commitment to yourself first. And
Yeah.
then after that commitment, it just takes day to day for you to honor that commitment. Sometimes it may not be so good, not necessarily bad, but not so good. But every day we're always getting better.
Yeah. And it's not always easy to, that's why they say it takes it usually takes
days.
21 days to create a habit. But I was watching the news this morning. They have like this new study that says it takes like 66 days or something like that. But I think I agree with the 21 days, because I know anytime that I've been on a really good regimen, that I have stuck with it. If I went as far as going to 3 weeks, that I've stuck with it, for that moment. Until you
that was very wise advice you gave, Miss April, with that commitment. Because I swear to God, in my mind, every day I'm committed to do 5 push-ups, but ask me how many do I really do? Because I'm trying to build me some upper body strength.
I know.
But yeah, but like you said, it begins with a commitment and perseverance. That's really important. So how many of you all really follow the healthy food pyramid?
I try. I do
Let
not
me Google that. No, I'm just kidding.
I try to follow it, but like I can follow a healthy food pyramid, but it's what I do around it. Like you should follow the healthy food pyramid and be done, but not me. Sometimes I follow it, but it's like, what do I do after I'm done with that last meal, like midnight snacks and stuff?
Yeah.
So do you feel that you ladies feel like food, the food choice has an effect on children and their behavior?
I think so. I always tell my kids, like, I used to tell them when they were younger, like if I was telling them, okay, I'm going to get you McDonald's today. So depending on how their like behavior was, it's like, okay, nope, you acting up. We need to go to healthier choices for today, because I don't think you can handle the chemicals, because I think that there are chemicals in all food we eat, really.
Especially that fast food.
Yeah, especially the fast food. And I think it does. That's why, like mood swings, when you eat unhealthy stuff, you don't always feel good after. And it's not just because you're full, but I think it's the sugars. Sugar is sugar can be deadly. That's why they have so many substitutes, but even the substitutes, you got to watch those, because those aren't always the greatest. You have to use more of the natural ones.
Right, because I didn't realize diet soda is worse than regular soda.
Oh yeah, it sure is. Yeah.
But sometimes I could take a bite of that brownie and feel A-okay.
Right.
I know. I just made some banana pudding. I cannot wait. But it's bananas. It's bananas and strawberries.
But I think it's important to understand and pay attention to your child's body, because they may respond to food in a different way. And then like that one research where it basically says chocolate doesn't break your face out. But like I was telling my daughter, if you know that you eat a candy bar and every time you eat this candy bar, you get a bump on your face, then you can't listen to that research. I think that people out there have to be careful with what they believe and what they say. Oh, I'm gonna follow this because somebody wrote this. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that is true for you. Right. So that's just me.
Yeah, I agree. Because sometimes chocolate don't break you out. Maybe it's candy that will break you out. So you just have to figure out and monitor your body and know what's best for you. and see how your body reacts to different things. It's like I may be allergic to salmon, but you may be allergic to chicken, so it just depends. And I just think that we just need to make sure, be mindful how our body responds. So I think that was very good for you to tell your baby that, because we respond differently.
And then sometimes your body can do a shift, like what you used to can eat. Sometimes later on down the line, you can't eat that no more.
Yeah, because as women, our bodies are always changing. We're always changing. Our cycles change. Everything is just changing with women. So we go through different, periods of time or segments of time throughout our life where things are changing. So we
even men too.
Well, yeah, men too. Yeah, men too. Yeah, we just change. Everything changes, especially for ages. Like if you're in your 20s, you can't do the same things in your 20s that you did in your 30s.
I still do the same things I did in my 20s.
Okay.
And I'm about to hit 40.
You can't eat that whole piece of that whole cake. I bet you got to do them 500 push-ups.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, you are absolutely.
It wouldn't even affect us. Now we just be so sluggish.
I can't even do 3 push-ups. I'm still stuck on the push-ups part.
So whose responsibility is it? Because you often hear out there sometimes, when children are obese, that it is the parents' fault. So whose responsibility is it to ensure that your child eats healthy? Is it the child's responsibility? Is it the school's responsibility? Is it the parents?
It's the parents' responsibility to ensure that you're providing your child with healthy options. Now, I don't feel like obesity runs in the family. Obesity runs in the family because probably your parents are obese or your grandparents are obese, and we've adopted their habits.
Yeah, it runs in the family when you all when there are bad habits. But I will say this: everyone that's obese is not always due to eating habits, because
they may have underlying conditions.
Yeah, because even people that take, their health conditions, people have to take steroids. I know people who were skinny and then they had to start taking steroids and they just blew up.
Yeah, but I think overall, it is the parents' responsibility for that child to eat healthy and for them to develop healthy eating habits. And it's never too late. You can always start.
Yep.
So I just Googled something and it said healthy eating basics requires that people eat vegetables and fruit that are packed with nutrients. Nutrients are your antioxidants, your vitamins, your minerals, and your fiber. Fiber, that's very, very important, and help you maintain a healthy weight by keeping you full longer. And it also said fill half your plate with vegetables and fruit at every meal and snack. So how do you all get your children to eat vegetables? Is that a struggle for you? How can parents out there help their children eat vegetables?
With my son, that's how I started making smoothies, because with my son, I don't know what it was, but it was like he would not eat vegetables, but you can make him the most greenest smoothie with everything. Like you can throw broccoli, you can throw collard greens in it probably, but my son would drink the smoothies with no problem. But it was like just eating certain vegetables. I could not get him to do it. Now he's starting to do a little bit better now, but that's how I had to do it. It was like by any means necessary, I got to get, some nutrients in this, boy system.
Yeah. And we have a listener. She said that she feed Courtney Webster feed her baby cucumbers and vegetables. And vinegar and pepper. That's really good. And then tomatoes with sea salt on it. Which is good. Then we have a question from one of our parents. She said, "What if a child?"
Courtney is a boy. Actually, not a boy, a man.
A man. Did I say she? Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, Courtney. He. My bad. Then Dorothy Morton, one of our listeners, said, "What if child is at school all day and they have vending machines? Then what?" But some of the vending machines now have healthier options. And they've been taking the vending machines out of the schools, but some schools still have them though. And they got
I think the best thing you can do is educate your child on making healthy decisions, because they're going to make decisions whether they're in front of you or whether they're out of sight. So I think the best thing that you could do is just educate your child and hope that they do the best.
Yeah, definitely, because they're going to do whatever they want to do. They are. So you have to make sure you educate them and give them knowledge.
And you got to get creative with it and try to have fun with it. You got to get creative, because if you're around and you're saying, I don't like this, I don't, you're going to have to make some sacrifices for your child. So that if you want your child to pick up, because you can't say, I don't eat that, but you're going to eat it. No, you got to try to get in there with your child too, especially if you know things are good for you. But you also have to be careful about certain fruits, because some people have like diabetics. I know there are certain fruits that diabetics need to either kind of eat in moderation or kind of almost stay away from. And I think that's where the frustration comes sometimes when people have health issues, and it's like, they want to eat this fruit, but this one is really high in sugar. Like my brother is always telling me, like, you got to be careful with the bananas. Like, you can't eat too many bananas because, they're high.
I can't eat my banana pudding.
I mean, for other reasons.
Right.
Well, you can eat it in moderation. You can eat it in moderation, and you shouldn't eat it every day.
No, not every day. It's gonna be gone. No, I'm just kidding.
Somebody was talking about, if you guys have ever been to Planet Fitness, every now and again at Planet Fitness, they have, I think it's once a month they do pizza. Oh. And then there's another time out of the month they do bagels or something like that. When you walk in, they have Tootsie Rolls on the counter. And I had talked to one of the employers before, or employees, and they were saying they do it because you are not supposed to deprive yourself from everything. And you can, again, it's all about moderation. Mm-hmm. Of course, you want to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and grains and things of that nature, but, you cannot deprive yourself.
Right. I know with my sons, we tried to stick with like the things that we like with vegetables. So we stuck with like carrots. We love carrots. We stuck with broccoli, green beans, black-eyed peas. We stuck with the vegetables we like, because I don't like Brussels sprouts. I'm not about to eat no Brussels sprouts.
Oh, I love Brussels sprouts. I was getting ready to say, girl, Brussels sprouts are, oh my God.
I'm always talking about something nasty.
Oh my God. They are so good. Brussels sprouts, you can throw them. I like them because you can cook them so many different ways, but I just usually pop them in the oven, girl, with some olive oil, some sea sauce, boom, bada bing, and I'm tearing them up.
It's important for people to stay away from the saturated fats as well. So like the saturated fats are like your fatty cut meats, your sausages, your butter, your hard cheese, your cakes, as we were talking about, and your biscuits, and lard. I don't know who's still cooking with lard these days, but
They are. It depends on who you're talking about. Yep, all the oils.
Some of the fast food places. You're right. You're absolutely right. Mm-hmm. So it's important, like you said, that you have to monitor what you're eating and stay away from those saturated fats. But then also it's important to know your medical history as well, because if you know that your parents, that if they had diabetes, you have to be careful with how much salt intake. I need help, that's very important. Or a high blood pressure as well. I just had to throw that in there. I think that's it.
Your blood type. Yeah. Wait, say the last part again. I cut you off. I'm sorry. What did you say?
No, you good. You and my son. We good.
Mm-hmm. Is that my internet acting up? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah. So what words of motivation, Miss Lisa, can you give to other champion parents about healthy eating and nutrition? I say you specifically because I know you're the guru of nutrition.
I didn't hear you because it was breaking up. Can you say it one more time? I'm sorry.
Wait a minute, because she know I love bacon. I love bacon. So she was telling me she's gonna make me some bacon with, what's that you said?
The carrot bacon.
Yeah.
Carrot bacon.
I was like,
You know what? And let me be real with you, because carrot bacon does not at all. You can make it look like regular bacon, but it does not taste like bacon, but it tastes pretty good. So I want to be
you
real.
said something else like an eggplant or something. You said something else.
There was an eggplant bacon. Yeah. Yeah. There was an eggplant bacon, and they're both actually kind of almost made the same way, except for the last time I did the eggplant bacon, it was done in the oven. And that's actually pretty good. The carrot bacon is a little sweeter than it's a little sweeter taste. But they are both pretty good. Like, I don't know. I just feel like you can get creative with stuff.
Yeah, she's very
it was good
creative with her food, even though I'll be looking crazy and be like, but she's very creative and very inspiring as far as how she prepares food. So that's how I want you to share some words of encouragement for our champion parents as far as dealing with nutrition and healthy eating with your family.
I think really just surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals and getting connected into some of these healthy eating groups and societies. Tabitha Brown. Tabitha Brown is, I think she's a sensation that many of us love. She's a veganista. And she comes up with some of the most unique recipes. So she's a good person to follow. We had Jody Chandler on the show with us before, and Jody is the bomb.com. Like if you, what is it? Jody Chandler on Instagram. She's Joe Veganista. J-O Veganista. She's awesome. She's amazing. She has a couple of books out. And she has, like I said, I think she has a YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook. So I think that's it. I think just really kind of like just doing your research, and then get accountability partners. Find some people who, again, think like you, like-minded individuals who has the same goal, because all that like going out to eat all the time at these
you can't go out to eat no more. All you gotta do takeout.
You can't go out to eat right now, but I mean, even when you go out to eat, I think that there are some good healthy choices that you can make. You know, and I would say just like the carbohydrates, you know, just watch the carbohydrates, like Dr. Pearce said, watch the saturated fats. Because I don't think you have to be a vegan to eat healthy. I just think, again, it's all in moderation. You know, I know unhealthy vegans, and I know very healthy carnivores. So, yeah, I think it's about exposure, getting creative. Don't be afraid to try. Show your children it's okay to try something different. You know, don't have them afraid, you know, to try, you know, different things. You are, you know, just explore. You know, there are so many fruits in the market. Maybe you can make a game out of it. Like this week, we're going to try dragon fruit. You know, they laughed at me when I was doing the jackfruit, the different
yeah, that's
things
what it was. Like the jackfruit, yeah.
Oh my God, I was so in love with that. And do you know, I have not had that since, like, it's been over a year since I've had
but you was going hard on it for about 5 years.
I was, but you know what? Let me tell you when I stopped. I was eating the jackfruit up until, because I remember sharing it with my mom up until my mom passed. I don't know. I don't know if it's a connection there, but I haven't gotten it since then. But I keep saying I'm gonna go back and get some more. But I haven't had it since then. So it's been a minute.
That's what it was. The jackfruit you was trying to cut up like bacon.
No, the jackfruit I was trying to do like a pulled pork type thing.
Yeah, that's what you were trying to get me.
Yeah, because of the way it's made. But no, the bacon was more so with the like eggplant and carrots. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, avocado, like avocados are good. They're high in fat, but it's a good fat. So you got good fats and bad fats. Avocados are really good. You know, like I like avocado toast. I think it's really good. It's delicious. You put avocado in your smoothies. You know, I think you should just but you can put avocado in your smoothie.
I'm making other kind of faces.
I think the biggest thing though is to just try a little bit at a time, because if you just go out and just go ham and get a whole bunch of new stuff that you never really tried, and then you're gonna be overwhelmed. I just think it should just be kind of like a process. Let us try this, now next week we'll try, something else. So
Right.
And I know right now a lot of people out there have their comfort foods.
yeah.
So So if you know that you like a little bit of this and a little bit of that to help comfort you, maybe you might want to change it up and
Yeah.
choose something healthy.
Absolutely.
And
Say
like
no
Miss
to
April,
carrot cake.
yeah, and like Miss April said, it just starts with a commitment, and it's hard, and you may slip up and make a mistake, and go back to your old habits. But remember, you're trying to change, and it's okay if you make a mishap or a misstep.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, because change is ever
Yeah.
evolving. We're always changing. And, we just got to accept, the change and also allow mistakes to happen because we're all not perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember, champion parents, if you are
That's right.
interested in chatting with us and feel that you are able to share what works for you while successfully raising your children, nieces, and nephew, and your grandchildren, please email us. Our email is parentinginrhythm@gmail.com. That's parentingnin rhythm RHYTHM @gmail.com. So send us an email if you need want to share us with tips or any successful strategies you have. We are all in this together as champion parents. We'd like to take this time to thank all of our viewers today for tuning in. We definitely appreciate you. As always, we appreciate your support as well. Remember to be safe, wear your mask, use your hand sanitizer, your Lysol, your hand wipes, and remember to practice effective social distancing. What's that?
And drink water.
Oh, and drink water. Okay, yeah. Water, nutrition, health.
Yes, all the time. And keep moving. Get up, walk around, get away from that computer, walk around, do something. Note to self.
Yes. And thank you all for listening. We'll see you next week, next Monday at 6 p.m.
All right.